Paul Sevigny is dowsing for water in the Vermont mountains. He says his mind can directly sense the water hundreds of feet below.
I'm concentrating on over 25 gallons a minute, good drinking water. I build all of this stuff into my little noggin so that I get exactly what I'm looking for. Coming up on something. Here we are.
He mentally asks the dowsing rod about the water's depth.
"342 feet deep."
Next, he finds the flow rate a well could tap into here.
26 gallons per minute. Coming up on something.
A nearby ski resort has asked Paul where to drill a new well.
There we are. 44 gallons a minute here. 161 feet. So this is a better yield.
Yeah.
And not as deep.
We'll call that last one Site 1. Then a little further up, Site 2.
Okay, got something here.
Site 2's deep, nearly 500 feet, but a good flow rate.
48 gallons a minute.
Wow.
With two promising well sites in hand, next day, Ken Bannister, who works with Paul, continues the process. Ken uses conventional instruments. This one measures the Earth's magnetic field. Small variations can mean there are fractures in the bedrock, which is where water might be. Site 1 has just such a magnetic feature, and Ken's not surprised.
For several years, I did applied geophysics such as this. A lot of times my clients would say, it's very interesting that you picked this site. My dowser also picked the same site. And that happened way too many times to be considered coincidence as far as I was concerned. So on one of those jobs, I actually asked the dowser if I could try it myself. And when I crossed over the features that I had already found, the dowsing rod went down, and I became a believer at that point.
Finally, Ken pinpoints the spot at Site 1 where they'll drill this summer. Only dowsing can be this exact, he says.
This would be the location where we would drill the well, right here.
We'll check back with Ken's well later, but first, meet Jay Todd. He's testing this site in Eugene, Oregon, very carefully, because we're going to put Jay through a test to see if he can find a metal target hidden under one of 10 containers. Jay, who has been dowsing for water, oil, or lost objects for 20 years, is happy to demonstrate his abilities.
You picked something up over there, didn't you?
I picked up water over there.
Water, huh?
Yeah.
So now, that's not going to interfere with what you're doing?
Well, I don't think so. I wasn't picking it up here, so I doubt it, no.
I see.
Gee whiz, you got anything smaller?
This is Ray Hyman.
I don't need anything that big.
He's the psychology professor who read Diana's palm.
Is that going to get in the way of your work if it's that size?
I don't know whether it's getting away, but it don't have to be that big.
Jay needs an object like the hidden target to serve as what he calls a receiver. He accepts the large receiver and starts the first trial. It looks casual, but actually we're using a rigorous test procedure. Here's how it works. Off to the side, a random number is generated electronically. That's the number of the container under which the target is to be hidden. To place the target, Barry Beierstein, a neuroscientist friend of Ray Hyman's, goes through an elaborate routine of fake placements so the dowser can't get any hints from flattened grass or shifted containers. We even filmed this demonstration afterwards, so we couldn't unconsciously give hints during the test. This is a form of double-blind testing that's essential if the results are to be trusted.
He's blind by virtue of the way we've set this up, and then all the other people who are around him while he's being tested are blind too.
Here we are back at the first trial. Jay gets a possible response.
That's number 9.
Then he continues down the line.
Getting absolutely nothing there.
Then there's another response at number 10.
Well, it's just a guess, I think, but that's the one I'm picking. It's probably not it. Well, I'm pretty sure it isn't.
Nope.
Try, which one was the other one I was having?
9, you said.
9?
Yeah.
Try 9. But I doubt it.
Nope.
How about a different receiver? How about lead?
So now Barry places a lead weight during his hiding procedure, while the rest of us wait at a distance.
Are you holding it real loose?
Yeah.
Jay takes the opportunity to see if I have the power to douse.
All right, try it in your other hand. Same way. Same way, and you're not in the center. All right, now hold it real loose.
Really loose.
Real loose. Hot dog, hot dog. Hot dog, I got him. You can do it.
I can do it?
You can do it.
And guess what? When I crossed that aquifer that Jay found earlier,
what?
I could find
where it's
that
at.
too.
If they cross, did they cross?
Good, they crossed and smacked me in the chest.
Okay, that's where the aquifer's at, right where I went.
Learning from others like this is how dowsers get started.
They're crossing again.
Yeah, that's the aquifer.
I think when I know where it's supposed to happen, my hands
Well, you have
let it happen.
to a certain degree, you're correct. You are. Your mind plays a role in it.
Now, over a male hand, that's going to go back and forth like a...
Here's a simple demonstration of the role Ray Hyman thinks the mind plays.
There it is, very well, see?
Yeah, and I'm not trying to do this
Right.
at all.
Now, if we can get a female hand under here, it would go in a circle.
Okay, let me try this with Sarah. Okay. And
There it goes.
look it right into a circle.
Right, exactly.
It's amazing. And I'm not doing anything. I'm not trying to make it, I'm trying to hold it still.
If I told you the reverse, we'll do the reverse, by the way.
Tell me the reverse.
Okay, well, let's now assume that this is a male hand, even though it's a female hand. It'll go back and forth. Here it goes.
Now, lest anybody think that this is real magic, why is it working?
Without our realizing it, we are making this move to fit what we expect it to do.
Yeah.
And we're not aware of this because we're focusing on this.
Right.
And as a result, we get to, under right conditions, can believe that some outside force is doing this.
Right.
After years of studying dowsers, Ray Hyman has concluded that the dowsing rod reacts to nothing more than our own unconscious. But dowsers have a response to that.
Almost all dowsers agree with my explanation. They agree that the mind's unconsciously doing it, but then they say that unconscious, though, has some connection to the ethereal world or whatever.
I think it's an ESP experience, and the answer is coming from up here, and these are just indicators. Most of the dowsers now believe that it's coming from your mind through your muscles and causing involuntary action.